Alrighty guys, I'm going to get this video out of the way early because I have to get up very early tomorrow because I have to travel an hour away to get a breathing test. So I have to be up at like a very early, very early in the morning. So can't stay up late. I haven't looked at the slate. So this is going to be fun, I guess. I'm going to make this a quick video. I don't sweat my lineup, so I'm not going to go over my lineup tonight, but it's looking bleak. I don't think I'll be cashing, but if you don't know who I am, my name is Shook. I make videos for NBA. You can find my posts here. Username is Shook. I make updates with all the news that comes out. People talk strategy here. You can ask me questions. I will always respond to you, stuff like that. If you ever need to get a hold of me privately, you can do so on Twitter at Tory Langley on Tory Langley 1992. So it was either make no video or try to get a video out quickly before I go lay down. My sleep schedule is going to be all screwed because I don't get up early, so this is going to suck. But yeah, let's go. So main slate, I'm probably not going to cash. I didn't have Dame. I didn't have Harden. I didn't have Jaylen Brown. It was either Jaylen Brown or Ingram for me. I went Ingram, so I don't think I'll cash. We'll see though. I'm at like 210 fantasy points with like Trey Murphy and Brandon Ingram left. We'll see. Cash line's like 270 right now. I don't I don't think I'm gonna squeeze in. So this will be the first time I'm looking at this slate as well. We have Milwaukee at Orlando. Not the best spot, but we have Drew Holiday, I believe, is questionable. Giannis probable. Giannis is always going to be a top spend up on the slate for me. You can never go wrong with him. Especially if Drew's out, there is a chance that this game stays competitive. So I do like Giannis. Drew, if he plays, is a fine contrarian play. I don't like Brook Lopez. Very tough spot against bigs. Middleton not playing enough for me to personally go to him at this price tag yet. We'll see though. Bobby Portis, no. Grayson, no. Jay Crowder, no. I will say if Drew's out and they start Javon Carter at the point, he would be someone I would definitely have interest in. But just be a little bit careful. There have been times in the past where Javon Carter has started with Giannis Antetokounmpo in, and he's had like no usage like at all. So if he's going to be like a popular play, I think you could fade. But if he starts at the point with no Drew, yeah, solid value. But let me see if I can find a game where he started and just didn't do anything. Had to be with Giannis in though. 24-16, was he in those games? No, Giannis was definitely not in those games. So you saw Javon Carter nuke. I feel like there were games. I don't know. I feel like there were games where Javon Carter started and Giannis was in, but definitely a solid value play if he starts at the point. So yeah, pretty much Milwaukee for me. Going to be Giannis, going to be Javon Carter if Drew Holiday is out. On the Orlando side, we're going to have to keep an eye on Wendell Carter Jr. news. There isn't much that stands out to me on this team. Like, tough matchup here. Banchero just seems priced about right. Ceiling has been very bad of late. Wendell Carter Jr., if he plays, I don't like the spot at all. Marco Fultz, don't like the spot either. Not going to go out of my way to go to him. Franz just doesn't have a ceiling. If they continue to start Jalen Suggs, I like him at 4.2k. Cole, I think, is still solid at 4.4k. If Wendell Carter Jr. is out, Mo Wagner would become one of the better value plays on the slate. Would really like him for value. Just a phenomenal point per minute guy. Probably plays 30 minutes as long as he can stay out of foul trouble. So if Wendell Carter Jr. is out, really like Mo Wagner. And then monitor starting lineup, if they continue to start Suggs, I like him quite a bit for value. And I think Cole's solid off the bench. On to Washington, so we have Kyle Kuzma questionable. It's a good spot. Detroit has not been good defensively. Monte Morris also questionable. If everyone is in, then there's not too much that stands out to me. Like Porzingis, Beal, Kuzma, they would all be fine. Tournament dart throws in a good matchup for me. DeLond with Monte Morrison would be out of play. Denny would get a hit usage wise. Wouldn't have too much interest in him. So, gotta wait for this news. Definitely going to change some things. But if Kuzma is out, then I really like Porzingis in a really good spot against Detroit. He would just be too cheap, in my opinion. I would really like Beal. His minutes have been way up of late. Would really like both the top two guys. Would like DeLon Wright at 5K if those two guys are out. Would like Denny if those two guys are out as well. Played 30 minutes last game. Good point per minute guy. Can stuff the stat sheet. So really going to depend on that news. There definitely are some plays to like if those two are out. They started Gill last game. I don't know what they're doing. No, couldn't pay me to play him. Detroit, just to wait and see. I have no idea if these guys are going to be playing or not. I'll say if everyone that was out today is out tomorrow, then Burks looks amazing. Bagley looks great once again. Ivy looks good. Wiseman's playable. Diallo got hurt tonight, but if he plays, I would like him. So this is just too hard to break down right now. I really don't know what to do. If they're all in, I'm just going to stay away from this team. There's just not much that would really stand out to me. So really hard to break down right now. But like I said, if everyone's out, we can definitely go back to some Detroit. Charlotte in a tough matchup. Rozier been struggling with no LaMelo, but a fine tournament only play. Going to play huge minutes as well. Kelly Oubre, I think I do prefer to Rozier. I just think he has a much, much higher ceiling. Gordon Hayward, no. PJ, no. Mark Williams, don't like the matchup, but large field tournament play for me. Dennis Smith Jr. has continued to play mid-20s minutes. I think he's a solid value. And not going to go to anyone else. Let's move on to the Knicks. So we have Brunson questionable. It's a phenomenal matchup. I like Randall regardless. If Brunson plays and he's not on a limit, I think he's solid. If Brunson's in, RJ played huge minutes last game. I don't know if he'll play this many minutes again if Brunson's in. I would like him quite a bit though if Brunson's out. If Brunson's out, Emmanuel Quickly would look great. He played 55 minutes. Mitchell Robinson, I think, looks good at 4.9K in a phenomenal matchup. Josh Hart didn't play. Oh, he did play more than I thought. He would be playable. Quentin Grimes started, but I don't really have too much interest there. But yeah, the Brunson news is going to change the entire slate. Because if we get similar minutes for RJ Barrett, he's way, way, way too cheap and will look amazing. Emmanuel Quickly, like I said, played 55 minutes. Would absolutely love him if Brunson's out. Still like Mitch. I like Randall regardless, so I do like the Knicks tomorrow. If Brunson's in, like I said, we'll see. I don't I don't know if RJ Barrett's like they were playing him like mid-20s minutes with Brunson in, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Gonna be an inkling thing for me. But Brunson being out, there's just a ton of minutes to go around. So really like this Knicks team, especially if Jalen Brunson is out. Let's move on to Philly. So I like Embiid once again. Just gonna play huge minutes. Hopefully he'll rebound the ball if I play him here. Not scared to go back defensively. So like Embiid, Harden's been on an absolute tear of late. Probably gets you close to a triple double like him for GPPs. I like Maxey still, even at 5.8K. The only downside to him is very, very scoring dependent. If Tobias Harris and Tucker in, there's pretty much nothing else that stands out to me. If those two are out, I like McDaniels if he starts again. He had a good game tonight, played 30 minutes, and I think Melton would be playable at 4.1K. On to Minnesota, there's just nothing. Ant in a tough matchup. I don't think I'll go there. Rudy Gobert, no. Mike Conley's overpriced. Kyle Anderson seems priced about right as well. So Minnesota, basically a cross-off for me. Warriors have Steph Curry back, so this basically, I don't like anything here. Like, I think Steph's always a fine tournament play. I think he played normal minutes in his first game back. Played 32, which is okay. I don't know if he got into foul trouble or not, but basically just Steph for me, and that's it. Clay's overpriced, Poole's overpriced, Dante's overpriced. I mean, Looney will play mid-20s minutes, maybe. Would like him more if Draymond's out. Is he probable or out? Yeah, he's probable. So Warriors basically just a cross-off for me. And Mark, this guy just pisses me off. You guys have no idea. So SGA on a limit. Plays 40 freaking minutes. So what are we doing here, Mark? If SGA is going to play his normal minutes and play close to 40 minutes against the Golden State Warriors, I really like him. But I'm going to buy in. He's just going to randomly be limited. So I don't know what to do there. I really don't know what to do. Your guess is as good as mine. Giddy, I think, is appropriately priced. He had a big game last game. Not going to read too much into that. Jalen Williams, I think, is overpriced with SGA back. He had a big game. Not going to read too much into that. Dort, I think, seems priced about right. I'm not going to go to anyone else, though. If Jalen Williams is out, we'll just monitor who they start. If they go bigger and start like Dario, I like him. But once again, you can never trust what the Oklahoma City Thunder do. They could bench people at half. It's just they're trolling with the minutes. They're trolling with lineups. They're trolling with benching players at half. This team is just annoying. It's just annoying. I absolutely love the Nets tomorrow. I absolutely love this team. So they're running an extremely tight rotation. I've been saying this for 5 straight slates, and nobody continues to play the Nets. Bridges looks good. I absolutely love Spencer Dinwiddie at 7.3K. He looks amazing. I think Claxton looks like a solid play at 6.5K. I think Cam Johnson looks good at 5.9K. He basically doesn't leave the second half if they keep a game close. Dorian Finney-Smith, playable, but I really like the whole starting 5 for Brooklyn tomorrow. I do. They all look great in a phenomenal matchup to me. I love them. Houston, I mean, they're not playing their guys big minutes right now. Like, I know it was a blowout, but Sengun probably only played 32 minutes if the game stayed close. Kevin Porter Jr. played some indie blowout, probably finished with 35. Jalen Green didn't play in the blowout, probably finishes 33. KJ Jabari Smith's losing minutes. He actually played all of the blowout. They were going to Tari Eason more. Tari playing the blowout as well. So I don't like much on Houston here in a tough matchup. I think Tari Eason's probably my favorite play. He's blowout proof. They're going to him over Jabari Smith right now. So I still like Eason at 4.8K. There's just not much for me personally. I think they're all fine GPP plays like Sengun, KPJ, Jalen Green. But I could be wrong here, but they don't look appealing to me. Maybe other people like them, but personally, they don't look appealing to me. Utah, Dallas. So we have Markkanen back. We have Clarkson back. We have Colin Sexton out. Not much either. Like Markkanen is okay. Dallas has been getting destroyed against bigs. Clarkson does have a ceiling, but don't like him as much with Markkanen back. Walker Kessler, his minutes up and down. Your guess is as good as mine as how much he plays, but if I knew he'd play over 30 minutes, would like him. Dallas has definitely been getting owned by bigs. THT, I think seems priced about right now. Same with Kelly Olynyk. I'm not going to go to anyone else, though, to be honest. So, yeah. I guess Chris Dunn's fine with no Sexton, but we'll see what the lineup is. I mean, Luka has been good with no Kyrie or with Kyrie on this team, but I still think he's priced appropriately, or maybe a little bit too pricey for my liking with Kyrie on this team. Same thing goes for Kyrie. They're always playable in GPPs. They're both going to be low owned, so they're good GPP plays. Going to anyone else is just very, very tricky. Christian Wood barely playing. Tim Hardaway Jr. has a ceiling, but his minutes completely up and down. Josh Green, whole play, I don't know, mid-20s minutes, very, very low usage. Reggie Bullock, you couldn't pay me to play him. There's just not much outside of Luka, Kyrie. Last game here, guys, the best game on the slate to target, in my opinion. No Ja, no Adams, no Brendan Clark. So Jaren looks amazing. Desmond Bain looks amazing. Xavier Tillman looks solid. Tyus Jones is the best play on the slate. Dylan Brooks looks great at 4.2K. This team just looks absolutely amazing. You're gonna have to load up on Memphis tomorrow. Lakers 80, I think, looks very good if you're going to load up on Memphis as a bring back. Like him quite a bit with no LeBron. D'Lo I expect to be out, so you're going to get bulk of the minutes for Schroeder and a lot of ball handling for him. I think he looks like a relatively safe play. Of course, the slate that nobody plays Jared Vanderbilt on, he absolutely breaks the slate, but he has this type of upside. Just not playing enough minutes for me to want to go there. Malik Beasley, I'd much rather go to than Vanderbilt. Does have a ceiling like his ceiling for GPPs, but Austin Reeves, I think, is my third favorite play on this team if you're going to go to any of the value. He'll be productive when he's on the court, and he'll probably play mid-20s minutes as well. So, like Austin Reeves for value. Don't think I'll be going to anyone else, though. So, alright, hope this helped you guys out. Sorry for the quick video. Gonna play some Trackmania for a bit, and then go lay down. So hope this helped. I'll talk to y'all hopefully tomorrow.